Well, I've got some exciting news to share. I've just received a parcel in the mail today from Groundforce International, who are the main importers of InfiRay gear in Australia and distributors. So thanks guys for sending me this parcel. I've only got it to borrow for 2 weeks and I've got to send it back again. So I'll open up and show you what's inside. Okay, so here we go. You're the first one to see it with me. It's a InfiRay Rico RS75. $24,500 unit. So, how's that for a scope? Can't wait to get it mounted. Look at that size of that. So this is one of their demo units. They've sent it out to me for use for 2 weeks. So I might mount it up in my 308 and then see if I can go and find some pigs to shoot. So we've got the laser rangefinder attachment for it as well. Battery charger. There's a battery for it. Plugs and charging cables, cleaning cloths, and a few zeroing targets. So, anyway, thought I'd show you that quickly. Not the best day for doing anything with thermal scopes. It's been a cold, miserable, rainy day all day today, and so everything is probably one of the worst thermal conditions you can get, really. But we'll see. Be a good chance to see how this one shines, because it's a high definition thermal. So I've never used one of these before. I have had a look through one once and I was pretty impressed with it. So anyway, hope you stick around, because the next 2 weeks I'm probably going to be using this thing and as much as I can and put it to the test and see if I can get a bit of footage with it. So thanks Groundforce International for sending me this scope to use for a couple of weeks, and hopefully I can get a few animals on the ground. Okay, here we go. We got the RS75 mounted up on my 308. It's a very high scope. I haven't got any cheek riser on here, unfortunately, but we can try and make do with it, with what I've got. Might get bitten in the jaw a bit with the 308, but anyway, she's a nice scope. I'm blown away by the image quality of it. I'll take a bit of a video through and I'll show you in a minute. Some cattle and roos and stuff way out the distance. It's just unreal. Here we go. I've got both the thermal scopes here. Well, I haven't got the other InfiRay TH50 here. It's in the safe still, but I've just been comparing these two. This is the new RS75 from Groundforce International that they sent out today, and this is my Pulsar Thermion 2 LRF XP50 Pro. Okay, so here we go. It's at 2 times magnification with this is a RS75. This is a Pulsar Thermion 2 XP50 Pro with the LRF. There's some weaners down there about probably 1 kilometre away. There's some cattle down there, way up on that other hill. They're probably at least 4 kilometres, I'd say. I can see them. There's cattle up here. There's some roos over there. And you can see the clarity of the trees. It's just amazing. Go to 4 times magnification, get it focused. There you go, you can see the clarity of those waners up there on the hill is, excuse me, so much better. Just make it, there's other ones. Actually, I'm not sure whether it might even be ruse. Don't know, it's probably 4 or 5 k's away. Oh look, so there's some cattle. They're at almost 6 kilometres because that tree line up there is about 6 k's from here. So I'd say they're probably about 5.5 kilometres. They'll be just on the top of that hill. And that's only at 4 times magnification. You can just see the clarity is so much better in this. Even at 4 times magnification, well, it's 8 times, and I can still see those cattle. A distinct definition of them. It was 12 times, and they're still good enough. If that was a deer or something that of a bit bigger size, even a big pig, and you were confident to shoot out that distance, you could see enough features to be able to place this shot. It's just amazing. So even up there on the mountain, which is it's probably just over, probably 6.5 k's, nearly to the top of that mountain, and you can still make out individual trees on the mountain at that distance. Like all the branches go to white hot. Now we go to black hot. Mind you, the grass and everything is still wet from the rain. Hasn't dried off much yet. So I reckon even tomorrow night will be even better. So there's cattle up there. Probably about 4 or 5 k's. And they're still picking up the heat, showing red at that distance. Go to rainbow. You don't see quite so much detail in the picture, but see how those cattle there stand out. And those ones there at about 1 kilometre really stand out well. So then if I go to the next one, which is highlight, I really like the highlight setting because it just sort of probably dulls everything else down a bit. So you see you don't get quite so much detail in the grass as what you do with being on white hot. You see a little bit more detail in the grass, but it sort of washes out the picture a bit. Go back to highlight, and it just really makes the animals pop. Well, after you pull the trigger it makes them pop anyway. But no, that's the RS75, the Rico RS75 from InfiRay. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. I wish I got to keep it. I've just been comparing these, doing a bit of comparison in the picture quality, and the recordings probably aren't really going to do them justice, but this thing here is absolutely amazing with the it eats the Pulsar It eats it alive. Just with the image quality of it. So you get so much detail. So unfortunately I've got to send it back in 2 weeks, but it's been, I've only had it since this afternoon. I've really enjoyed it so far. But anyway, hopefully we can get it out in the paddock in the next few days once it dries out a bit and get a bit of footage with it, actually shoot a few animals. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go to the Ground Force International website and they've got a dealer map, so if you want to go over and check them out and find your closest dealer, go over there and check them out. So anyway, I'll leave this video at that, and hopefully see you out again in the paddock soon.